Hello and welcome to the next episode. So we are still playing the Servants. We are progressing with the European Union here, slowly increasing in size and everything. We still have a lot of CP available here, which we need to consider and think about what we want to do. We could, for example, really plan on trying to go into China, but we do need more persuasion for that. So that's something I'm going to look out for in regards to orcs, if there's anything available or coming up which could increase our persuasion here. And in fact, we do have plus 20, plus 12 formation signs. Let's get this one here. A decent amount of science by now from her. So yeah, basically we are going to continue with the European Union for the moment, and then we can consider going somewhere else. We'll also go for the project here for North Africa, Maghreb Federation or whatever it's called. In fact, we should take the remaining points here, so yeah, I think I'm going to work on that to take out here stuff here and then just make money out of it. And meanwhile, of course, continue here. So I'm going to skip ahead a bit because not too much should be going on. We are going to get Alien Origin within the next month, but that's basically it for the moment in regards to story, events and quests. And meanwhile we save up a boost to get our first mining base operational. Okay, here we go. We've completed Alien Origin. There are a multitude of theories about where the aliens hailed from. Running the gamut from plausible to absurd, maddening our further studies of alien debris cannot quite be said to rule out anything. Judging by the isotope ratios of lead and some other elements, most of it seems to originate from our solar system, or far less likely a system identical age to ours, while small amounts do not seem to be of local origin and some entirely unknown to us. Thus, though the visitors do have an industrial scale presence within Sol's orbit, they almost certainly did not begin here. Okay, and yeah. Is there anything in regards to CP that we can get? MC, I mean. Not mission control, CP. Social science lab. We are going to need this as well. Okay, well, I'm going to continue here. Orbitals already, that's good. We don't need either of that. So maybe we want to push the corridor diplomacy because that's going to increase our merging here. Well, okay, let's continue onwards here. So right now there's no story quests available. We need to unlock more stuff and work on the things we do have currently. And in fact, we need to spot an alien, so we need to get into observing and so on. Okay, something funny has happened. So there was a revolution in the United States, and from no control, it went to a rainbow kind of control here. That's very interesting. Whatever spiked their unrest here, it went extremely high. So I didn't follow that, but I'm definitely surprised here now. And that's of course chaotic now because now everything is more or less gone here. That's interesting. Well, America, I don't care about America right now, so we are going to continue here in the EU itself. Okay, here we go. We have been able to spot the first alien in Los Angeles. And now we can in fact progress with our quest here, because now we can try to talk to them. Also, our conquest here of Bosnia-Herzegovina should be finished in a second. Logistics bottleneck. Ooh. Jeez. 4.2k. Is that really worth it though? No. Public opinion, I don't want to let that fall. So, we are going to take it. Ooh, that would be bad if they break it. Oh, there we go. Bosnia-Herzegovina is gone. Got a little bit of unrest from it. Now we can heal up and then we can move forward. So in fact, the question is, what do we want to do? We could, do we need the Warsaw Pact? Like maybe. In fact, maybe we want that to, because we maybe want to merge European Union later on and so on, but just to have enough claims to conquer everything we can in between. Social Science Lab is already done here. We do, yeah, Military Science Lab is also something we want to build later on, so let's also research that. Ooh, both points in Switzerland are broken. And arrival markets, oh, there you go. That's so important. Arrival markets is going to change so much for us in regards to how we can get orcs here, because we are not getting anything currently.
Recon complete.
Oh, there's one with command, in fact. So where's our command guy? Here you are. Can give you one admin, and then you can buy the one command thing. And yeah, now in the next mission phase we can actually talk to them. We're going to use chat for that. So talk to them.
Open a channel.
And we are going to purge these servants here.
Your orders.
Not servants, the exodus here.
Removing our enemies.
So that would be valuable to take this over. Meanwhile, we progress with our public opinion in Sweden, because that's still in the Union. We want to take that over. Austria, meanwhile, left. So that's, of course, unfortunate. And we are going to focus on mission control here as well. So let's get it going. Let's progress our...
Establishing contact.
There we go.
With each test, we grow closer to our goal, Superior.
Okay, we have completed Contact the Aliens objective. I have returned. The experience was hard to describe. Being in the present was very different to my visions. I gained no enlightenment, saw no great truth, but I felt instead was an overpowering sense of sympathy for identification. I was constantly alert to the smallest movements and signals from the emissaries, and when they paused or deliberated, I felt a terrible fear that I had offended or failed them in some way. When they gave an order, I jumped eagerly to obey. There was no hesitation nor questioning. It was the single-minded purpose of a trained soldier, or of a mother with her child. Once I have left the present, I withdrew to meditate. I could feel the urge to carry out the orders, to follow every direction, but another part of me understood that I needed to recenter myself. Gradually, as if from a dream, I awoke. The loyalty, the devotion, all of those stayed. But I could think clearly again. The reactions of the others who accompanied me are more varied. Some are still attempting to fulfill every last order they were given, no matter how trivial. Once they have completed the instructions, they stare vacantly until prompted. Others, though, seem to retain more of the sense of self. I believe that the alien influence acts as a test of sorts. Some have their minds overwhelmed by the desire to serve, but those who already loved the emissaries, who were already devoted to them, can retain their own identity, since for them there is no conflict. I would like to rest, but there is so much to do. First and foremost, we must come to learn the language of the emissaries so that we may better serve. Okay, so basically, the mind controlling of the aliens does only partially work on her, as we can see here. That's interesting. Okay, what do we need to do? Meeting the emissaries take a great rate of mind. Be prepared to be a sacrifice. A great fear had been that the rest of our people would be sacrificed too. Now that I know this will not happen, my fears are gone. All will be well. Okay, we can then soon make the Hydra language project. Something I'm going to push hard for, in fact. Okay, I think we can do our first mining. No, not yet. 0.5. So close. Now we can do it. And then we still need the fission pile here. But that's only 5.1. So that's, as soon as we got that, we can put it down there. And I think the next army should be finishing soon. Yes, perfect. Yeah, that's also going to be very useful.
Our
And
associates are now in charge.
that was
Our
first purge,
have taken
second purge.
control.
Nice, perfect. And now we can, in fact, do what we wanted to do all the time here. Oh, increase funding and mission control here. So that's good. Really, really good here. And yeah. In that regard, we're going to continue head forward. If we get alien language unlocked, we are going to pick it first, but that's the only project I think we can expect right now. Okay, we have researched arrival markets, and as we can see here, immediately we have a lot more stuff available. For example, the Epsilon Engineering is going to give us a project, which is really, really nice. Although we don't have the stuff we would like to have yet. Yeah, but it will get better. So we can, in fact... Ooh, that's a nice science org. So... there's something we can do here. There's one admin left, which we can skill. And we could take out... yeah, probably this one. Plus 50 cash, we can spare that. So, plus 1 science, that's worth it. There we go. Yeah, and basically that's how we are going to build up now. And work on our agents here. Meanwhile, we are trying to defend against Ukraine, which is trying to take out Romania, which we integrated. But we defended with our 3 armies that we have by now. But we still have to take out Belgrade first. And we're still at war with, yeah, also with Ukraine, basically. So that's the expansion path we take. We meanwhile consolidated control again in Austria. We are almost finished with Hungary and almost finished with the Czech Republic. And at least Hungary is still in the EU here. But Czech Republic and Austria are not, so they have to be added again as soon as we can. Next candidate first for Federation is North Macedonia here. And well, that's like how we have to play it here now. Also, we have to take out Greece at some point. Huh, interesting. I think that's the next one after these ones here. And at some point we are going to attack Germany because I already rivaled it. But basically, that's the best thing we can do here, I guess. But let's see, maybe we can also purge it. Well, let's see what is the best we can do here. Okay, that's interesting. So South and North Korea apparently have merged, creating one state, massively increasing the GDP, but it was done by North Korea, so they took the totalitarian government with it. Interesting. Very interesting. So meanwhile, we have taken out Belgrade here. We are now going for Moldova. Problem is going to be Ukraine because they have 2 armies here. Not 100% sure how I want to do this right now. But we will find. We will try it out, and maybe we can get the US involved because they are moving their armies here. But who knows? So let's see what exactly we can do here. And meanwhile, we are researching the Hydra language. We are 23% done. That's quite good. Everything else is looking quite nice. So the EU right now is getting quite big now, 250 million. That's really good. GDP is of course fluctuating because of the annexations we are doing. And we are currently investing into military a bit because I want to get to like 4.5 or something. Maybe even 5 to have the best army here currently in the region to make annexations easier, for example, when we take out Germany and everything. So that's more or less the plan right now. So, and 25 investment points is pretty good. So that makes me quite happy here. And also the inequality is slowly decreasing, democracy is going up. Knowledge is also fluctuating, but we are up to 464. Therefore, everything looking quite nice, and we can just progress slowly towards our quests. Okay, we achieved that we were the first on Mars, so that's quite good. We have our base there. Hab module completed. Perfect, and our mining module should arrive soon as well. At least for one base, and yeah, that's really, really good. So meanwhile, we are progressing nicely here. We already have done with Hydra language, and soon we can go into orbitals, for example, and settlement hubs, which is a tech we have available by now, which we want to do because that's going to be decent boost for research when we have some orbitals in orbit of Earth here. So that's our near-term goal, basically. Meanwhile, we still try to take out stuff here in Europe. And most of the countries we have here, small ones, do have maxed out mission control by now. So we are going into funding for them, so that they transfer that funding to the European Union as soon as we can annex them somehow. And yeah, so far everything is working nicely. Okay, finally it happened that we for once were able to pick a technology. So we could finally go for advanced chemical rocketry, but that doesn't matter anymore because we do have a mining income now. So what exactly do we want to do? Space medicine would be maybe something, but I do think that the Unity movements is more important. That's why I'm alternatively would be cybernetics, in fact. Let's do cybernetics and then afterwards Unity movement, because I don't think that we will, we will finish Hydra language soon. It's going to be useful here. And before I make a cut in this episode, I want to get to Hydra, to Hydra language here, to have this small achievement here. And as you can see here now, we have declared war on Austria itself, because I found out that the Federation timer is extremely long. So I didn't want to wait out until I was able to federate again, because they left the Federation here. So I'm going to take out Austria, Hungary, Slovakia, and then Czechia, or the other way around. And meanwhile I made peace with Ukraine. I took control of it, and I will try to peacefully integrate them, even though that will be a while, because then we can get 2 more armies for the European Union here. And now I'm starting to work on Poland, and I'm starting to work on Greece to get them in. And last but not least, we are going to take out Germany. And afterwards, well, we have to see what we want to do. And here we go. While it will take some time to fully comprehend the Hydra language, we have now identified sufficient patterns and repeating elements to establish the core concept behind it. Essentially, the method of communication is twofold: an auditory aspect, much like our own, and perhaps more importantly, a ferrocide-based aspect, which chemically and wordlessly conveys the emotional context of the otherwise functional speech. We can now proceed with direct translation of the spoken element, should we wish it. It remains to be seen, however, how effective any attempt at communication will be without replication of the chemosensory element.
Understanding precedes devotion, Superior.
Learning the language of the Hydras, for so the emissaries are called, has been an interesting process. The audible components are simple enough to come to recognize. Reproducing them with the aid of mechanical devices is also straightforward. However, truly understanding the language requires us to stand in their presence. The aura envelops us, providing emotion, connection, purpose. Without it, the language is a pale shadow of itself, limited and clumsy. Unfortunately, it seems that we will never be able to share the emissary's aura. We can understand their words, but we can never reproduce them. We will be children born without the gift of speech, forever spectators, never able to fully participate in the exchanges. It will be our curse, yet perhaps in it we may find insight. The Vow of Silence is an ancient one. Okay. The power of speech is the great one, but now is the time to be cautious. So many human leaders have taken the power to communicate, to share thoughts and ideas, and use it for selfish purposes. We must approach the Hydras in humility, listening first and foremost and only speaking after much thought, if at all. Our purpose is to teach them, yet we must never forget that they are wiser than we are. Okay, so we have to research Hydra diplomacy when it becomes available. And until then, I think hydroponics is interesting. Yeah, and we are currently getting fought by the British Empire here
Score one
in
for the good
Hungary,
guys.
which is interesting. Oh no, Switzerland. I don't like that. The problem is that they are dealing damage to us. I really don't like how much damage. 4.3, so that's higher than we are, right? Yeah, it's higher than we are. Interesting. So maybe we have to go a bit away from economy and push more into military here. And also we should put our command guy on advice here temporarily.
Your orders? At your
And-
service.
Oh, we can do hostile takeovers.
Your orders?
Cash, can you do that as well?
At your service.
Where do you need me?
Ooh, we could sabotage the... Ah, yeah, we could detain him, in fact. Let's do this.
We'll bring him in.
Ready for my mission.
And then we can also do a hostile takeover here to see what we can get from there.
Targeting enemy hordes.
And
Ready for
Arthur,
my
I
mission.
want you to... Yeah, let's fix our public
I will
opinion
try to
here.
sway the public.
Sounds like a good idea. And yeah, we do have resources now. And I already made one base here in orbit of Earth. Oh, wait a second. A Tiwanaku station here, which is going to be xenology mostly. And I'm going to make a second one here in low Earth orbit. And that's going to be mostly social sciences, but we don't have much available yet. We do have the solar arrays for tier 2, so the social science lab has to be enough for the moment here. Ah, come on, quick module here built. What does it give us? Science and a little bit of social science. Maybe I should have done the... Yeah, I'm going to collect some boost, and in fact I want the military science lab because I want the bonus here. Yeah, I really want the bonus currently. So maybe that can speed up our conquest here. Okay, and now let's do one more mission phase here until we... Ooh, Hydra diplomacy. Yeah, hydroponics can wait. So...
Offering support.
Offering support.
Rule by decree. Okay. Mighty army. Yeah. By the way, can we...
Got the package.
Can we go up to Alliance? No, we can't in May. Yeah, we can't defeat the British army here.
Asset acquired.
Ooh, what can we steal? There's nothing with admin there. But this one is a nice one, so let's just pick it up.
We have moved the needle.
Yeah, I assume we... Come on, how much do you want to break here? I'm not sure if we can defeat the British army consistently here. But we need to try at least. But we can't continue our conquest here. And there you go, that's the military science lab. And back to hydroponics here. Now we can slow down. And we do have enough for another base, in fact. So let's also do this. Another orbital here. And we are going to do 3 solar arrays as well. And then we put military science. Yes, military science one. As much as we can fit here. And that will give us at least a little bit of a bonus here. As soon as they are done. Which is going to be worth it. Because the fights we currently have are... Yeah, plus 0.3 is a lot. Shit. Greece. Ooh, nice. Someone gave us... Oh, the aliens gave us one. That's massive there. So we really need to steal Greece now.
I'm here.
Before they leave, for
Ready to go.
example. So... 16
Going after their
here.
people.
Standing by.
Where do you need me? We must persuade the people.
At your service.
Where to?
I mean, that has to work like this. The Xenology lab has already finished as well. Which means we are now up to 32%. Not too... Wait a second. Oh, I don't have the energy yet, right? Yeah, I don't have the energy yet.
What's
So next mission, or at least in next episode, we are going to have research bonuses. We are going to have a bigger and bigger EU. 270 million by now. Really, really good. And we can, after the Hydra diplomacy, I think we already can do alienation, which is the one we want. And the question really is, what do we want to flip to them? Because the European Union is mine. So we need to think about something small. Maybe Russia. Whatever. We can see and find out at that moment when we want to. Until then, see you next time. Leave a like and subscribe. And, ooh, wait a second. One more thing here. +5. Yes. Oh, wait a second. Isn't there a better run? You could, but you're at maximum orcs already. So, undo this one. Now you're 25 admin. Is there persuasion somewhere here? No, but there's Thurn. And Thurn is really nice. So let's get rid of the ones which... Oh no, that gives something. Let's get rid of the ones that provide marginal bonuses like this one. So get bye-bye. And we don't have the influence, obviously. Oh, come on. So let's take this one first. And as soon as we have 160 influence, we can take Thurn here. And is there anything else we can do? Our command guy could buy something. We also need to improve on him. If, for example, she is maxed out currently, we can definitely get rid of this one now. Just not worth it anymore. Maybe we could just buy CERN on her as soon as... Yeah. Probably that makes more sense. We could sell Srivatsa Fund. And Gorpius metals, minerals should also... Or Iris product can go. And then we can put CERN on our scientist here. That's probably worth it. So... Yep. That's going to be a good idea. Yep. Yeah, looking forward to the next episode. Leave a like and subscribe, and see you next time.